So it's July and I keep putting off doing an update. As you know, I'm going to try to start making videos monthly just to kind of document the progress. I have so many new little baby corms happening and new leaves unfurling. I just made a bunch of different repots and added some moss pole extensions. So my Aglaonema tigris is looking beautiful. I put one of the Rhapidophora tetrasperma cuttings on a moss pole. I have a really cute mystery corm in here. You can see him. A leaf is coming out. Where is he? Okay. And my begonias, I'm propagating a ton of begonias because my dog came by and knocked all of them off. So I have them propagating in here. You can see, oh, and another begonia propagating in there. I found this glass jar with a lid to put my maidenhair fern because it's always been on the struggle bus. So corms in here. Oh, I have a little bit of green coming up on that corm, which is pretty exciting. This is a corm that I got from my platinum alocasia. Just lives right there. Got several new leaves on Syngonium. I got my 7th leaf coming on my Latibacteana. Look at how pretty this plant is. I'm obsessed. I have a new leaf on my dragon scale alocasia. Look at how big it is. Oh my gosh. Lechuza Pond really helped this plant just take off. Very happy with it. My Thai constellation. I think last time you saw it, it only had, this was the biggest leaf it had. I think this was an emerging leaf when I first got it. And since I had this one, which is so pretty, and this one with a cute little fenestration right here. I think this leaf is still expanding, so it's gonna get a little bigger than that. So Thai constellation is so pretty. I'm obsessed, I'm obsessed, I'm obsessed. And then I got a new leaf on my Alocasia amazonica. It's kind of unfurling right now. A corm trying to come out from a platinum silver. Both my pink princess are still in there. Probably need to repot those soon. Some more mystery corms. I don't even know what kind of Alocasia this is, but I have it in this glass jar filled with water just to help with the humidity. But yep, I guess I got my Monstera Peru staked up. Hopefully he likes that better. What else is going on back here? I repotted the smaller Squamiferum into that because the roots were just like tangled up in the mesh pot and I didn't want to tear them up after it was even more mature. New leaf on the Monstera has a fenestration. Really happy about that. There's a new leaf coming out on the Biliaceae. Look at that. And then here's this leaf. This is the newest one, actually. So pretty. New leaves coming out. Look at the new leaves on this pink princess. Like since you last saw him, I think this was the newest leaf during my plant tour. What else? Oh. Okay, first of all, this was the leaf you saw on the plant tour. Since then, so a month later, we have this giant thing and this newest one. Oh my God. Look at how big it is. It's enormous. Like you cannot even like grasp how large this leaf is. Like, and it's still soft, so it's gonna harden off a little bit. Who else needs an update? Oh, my Hoya linearis has gotten so long. When I first got it, it barely, it actually didn't even touch the table that it was sitting on. I had it down here, and now it's like tripled in length, so that's awesome. This new leaf on the Philodendron Florida Beauty. But interesting, this Philodendron Florida Beauty is starting to get that second piece, so I'm excited to see that mature. New leaf on that pink princess. So my Micans had a sad story. I accidentally clamped it with the hole puncher, trying to get a hole punch in here, and I broke it. So there's a new growth point right there. And the top cutting, I just stuck in some moss. Hopefully that'll take. Lots of new leaves on the begonia. So pretty happy about that, even though we had some tail action. Any other updates? My Rhipsalis is actually starting to grow a little bit, so I'm excited about that. Just another jungle cactus to add to my collection. So I put some cuttings of my fernleaf cactus and my zigzag cactus and some lechuza and brought them inside and just aggressively treated them for pests because I didn't want to lose the plant. But I have a lot of new growth happening here. Bird's nest fern has new growth happening. My Anthurium veitchii, it's also called a king Anthurium, has a lot of pest damage, but I'm pretty sure I haven't seen anything on it every time I check for pests. So hopefully it's clear now. My Philodendron White Knight gave me an entirely white leaf, so hopefully that's not the end of this plant. Hopefully. And I also hung up my Brandtianum. I'm not going to put it on a moss pole. As far as outside goes, I'm thinking oh, this has a new leaf coming. My Bird of Paradise. But what else? What else? Oh, my avocado tree that I am experimenting in lechuza pond is super happy. Anybody else? I think there's a new leaf coming on this Bird of Paradise. Yep. Oh my gosh. Love. And let's see if there's anything happening over here. This bird's nest fern seems to be pretty happy. And so does my dogtail cactus. So much new growth on it. So this Philodendron White Knight is doing pretty good. I've been treating it for pests very aggressively. I think that's interfered with its growth rate, but that's okay. It's still really pretty. Who else is good? Oh gosh, these are bad. I can't figure out. I've like underwatered it to death, or I've overwatered it. It's like always dry. It's a jungle cactus, so it needs to be wet, but the yellowing indicates that it's being overwatered. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. And then my fernleaf cactus just has a bunch of little black dots all over it that look like scale, but they're not. I don't actually know what's going on with it either, so they're definitely not allowed to come inside and play. So I stuck this branch out here, didn't feel like propagating it, and turns out it grew a whole plant. I discovered this a few days ago, but this is one of the Monstera obliquas, and it gets a lot of sun here, so I'm surprised it's thriving so well. So this is my Platinum Alocasia. I just love how leathery the leaves are. They're so thick. But it has 2 new leaves coming. It had an inflow coming out, and I just chopped it off to spare some energy for the plants. But I have this actually in quarantine in my son's room. We were dealing with some pests, and I haven't seen pests on it in a while, but I'm not going to trust it. Maybe there's still eggs, and we're just going to wait it out a little longer. So I repotted my pink Transiscanthia, and it looks so pretty. I'm excited. I keep propagating it and putting it in there, so hopefully it will get fuller. This little Hoya compacta is so cute. Haven't seen pests on any of them in a couple days, but I'm still not going to take my chances. The Hoya Black Pagoda has tons of new growth happening on it. My Hoya Publicaix Splash has new growth. I'm so happy with how fast it's growing. I've only had her about a month. Not really sure what kind of Hoya this is, but I like it. And it has quite a bit of new growth as well. And last but not least is my Hoya australis Lisa. And oh my God, it's just so pretty. And it's growing really fast. I was told that these grow really slow, so happy with that. So I guess that's it for my plant update. I guess we're just waiting on some new leaves to emerge. We are waiting on some corms to grow, waiting for that leaf to size up and this one to totally unfurl. But God, I just love the Thai constellation leaf. Oh my God, so beautiful. And it's got a little propagation station happening. And oh, funny, this oblique cutting is stuck to the wall. So, So I'm gonna try to stay on top of making monthly updates on all my plants. It definitely helps me stay more organized and evaluate the growth that's happening. Whoop, where are you? And so, yep, this is it for July. And I hope you enjoyed.